So guys, as I promised, I was going to start doing informational videos and stuff. So I got Blizzy out today just because it's pretty chill, likes to hang out. So I got Blizzy out just to kind of chill with us as I go over. First we're going to start with enclosures, like the size and stuff like that, and what's suitable for leopard geckos and stuff. As a young age, a 10-gallon would work perfectly fine for probably 0 months up till about, I'd say roughly 8 or 9 months, and then upgrade gradually. So because the 10-gallon, it's harder to maintain the heat in that small enclosure, but a heating pad works just as well. And a lot of people say they're outdated, but I use heating pads and they work fantastic. And my leopard geckos love the heating pads. And a lot of well-known breeders still use heating pads as well. They work perfectly fine, and I recommend them because they haven't given me any trouble at all. And especially if you have a heating pad, I recommend a thermostat as well. Just plug the heating pad right into the thermostat and it controls it just as well as having light as a heating source. But 10-gallon for babies, and I would say 20-gallon and up for juveniles and adults. Now I use 50-gallon and up because I cohab my leopard geckos. Now a lot of people don't agree with cohabitation, and I can see why and understand that. And I watch my leopard geckos every single day. They have been raised together. I don't cohab male and male. I don't cohab male and female unless it is breeding season. And then I'll put the female in the tank with the male. Whichever females I want to breed with him is who I will put in the tank. But anyway, I cohab my females in 50-gallon and up. And none of them have had fights, issues, or anything like that. I had one leopard gecko, Shinzi, the one I had sold. She was a solitary leopard gecko. She did not get along with anybody, no matter who I put her in the tank with. She snipped at them, she bit them, she fought everybody. She did not like anyone. So I had to separate her and put her by herself. So, yes, cohabitation is very risky and very challenging. But if you have the leopard geckos that have the personality that they want to be together and thrive together, then they do. As you can tell, Blizzy here is perfectly healthy for her age and has no marks, no physical issues, and she's healthy as can be. But anyway, back to the enclosures. So, like I said, I do 20-gallon and up for one adult leopard gecko. The bigger the better, and more clutter the better. And in this enclosure, you'll want to have, for one leopard gecko, you'll want to have 3 hides. One hide on the hot side, one hide on the cool side, and a humid hide directly in the middle. So for my humid hides, I would get them out and show you, but all my geckos are in them right now, so I just have a lizard to show you. But I'm sure you've seen in previous videos, it's a black hide, and it has the little container about that big on top where you put the water in. My leopard geckos absolutely love those hides, and it helps with shedding. I haven't, knock on wood, I have not had an issue with them shedding. I've done everything I've known to do when it comes to them shedding. I let them try to do it themselves, let them handle it on their own. If I notice any stuck shed or anything like that, I'll go into more detail in another video about how to help you get the stuck shed off without harming your leopard gecko. So with the enclosures, you want to start off baby leopard geckos on paper towels, just for, you know, watching them use the bathroom and them not ingesting anything, and for quarantining a new leopard gecko. You want to start them off with paper towels as well. Now, when they get older, you can do the mixed substrate with, what do you see? He's hanging out. You want to do the mixed substrate with topsoil and play sand, which you can do that. I don't do that. I use jungle mix and I bake it at 200 to 300 degrees for an hour to 2 hours. Bake all the moisture out and put it in there. Perfect. Works great. Haven't had any issues with them ingesting any or getting impacted. That works perfectly for them. They love it. I love it. Everyone's happy. So there's a few other things you could use for substrate. I've known people to use tiles or stone tiles or newspapers. I don't really recommend newspapers. I'm afraid the ink will get off and get onto the leopard gecko and harm them. So I don't use newspapers, but it's on the list to use them, so I guess it's okay. Let's see, I'm trying to think of some more substrates right off the top of my head. But I've stuck with one substrate for the entire time I've had my leopard geckos, and that is the jungle mix. Unless I have baby leopard geckos or quarantining a new leopard gecko, is paper towels. Works out, no issues. And when it comes to decorating your enclosure, clutter. These guys love to hide. They love to feel secure and hidden. They don't want to be in a big open space. They want lots of clutter. Fake plants, real plants if you're doing bioactive. Lots of hides. I mean, you can put bark in there. You can put driftwood in there. You can put, I've seen people use mason jars and put some sphagnum moss in there. I've seen people use toilet paper rolls, which sounds insane, but I've seen it happen. I've seen people use it. And lots of clutter. I have lots of clutter in all of my enclosures. They all come out. They all lounge around during the day. They come out at nighttime a lot, because that's the main time when they're hunting. So that's why she's kind of all over me right now. She's very active, very curious. As you can tell, she's very, very calm. And the funny thing is about her is she chirps. She makes this like chirping noise like a little bird or a chicken. I don't know if you can really hear her, but she's been doing it quite often throughout the video. But back to the enclosures. Sorry, I get sidetracked. The funs and thrills of ADHD. So, see, you want a water bowl in there as well. Always keep fresh water in there. You want a thermometer or a temp gun to check your temps. You want a mealworm dish, escapable mealworm dish bowl, and you'll want a bowl for calcium. We'll go over all of these things in different videos because I only have 10 minutes. Can't really go over every single thing in 10 minutes, so I'm going to do it step by step. We'll walk through it. If you have any comments or questions, I'm here. You can just comment on there, shoot me a message, like my video. We'll go over it together, no big deal. Like I said, I'm no expert by no means, but I've had these guys for a little over 4 years. Everyone's healthy as can be. Everyone's happy, thriving. And I feel like I'm doing something right. So hit me up, guys, and we'll get through this together. I'm always open to learning new things, and I know you guys are too. So that's all for now. Bye, guys.